Alrighty, all, hello, and welcome back to another pretty fun video with, something in Germany called the Schleppertreffen. I hope I said that sort of right. This is, I believe, basically like an industrial machines kind of slash like tractor meet. Should be pretty cool. It's from last year. It's from a channel called DR. Pretty good channel, it looks like. So I will have this linked down below, as this is a really long video. We'll only be looking at just a few minutes of it, and so you can watch the whole thing, and of course check out their channel. As you know, I love looking at just industrial machines or really anything with an engine throughout different European countries. I find it really fascinating, and something about old trucks, old tractors, all that stuff really, I don't know. It's just fun, right? It's just satisfying and fascinating to see how they worked, how they sound, all that stuff. Now, of course, we expect to see one of the highlights of the show being the Lanz Bulldog. I have seen, I have videos dedicated to learning about those things. Are awesome. They're really cool, and I would love to see one in person. I really hope to someday. But we should see a lot of different machines here, so let's just go ahead and get this rolling. Here we go. I hope you had an awesome weekend, by the way. Should be Monday when I'm posting this. Yeah, look at look at all this bouncing around going on. These things are hilarious. This might be a Lanz Bulldog right away. It looks like it. I could be wrong, but kind of sounds like one. Ooh, we get a close-up. It does. L-A-N-Z. That's Lanz, right? So there you go. Some of you might know about this sort of like, I don't know what this is, like a VIN number or like an ID card for the vehicle. You might know more than me. But that's pretty cool that it still has that. Oh yeah, and we are in Germany. Definitely, as you can see by the plate. Look at that interesting suspension, man. Like, how different than modern cars, right? You have leaf springs. By the way, a ton of leaf springs. This thing is very heavy duty, right? Way heavier than, like a light pickup truck, of course. And yeah, so we have tons of leaf springs, but they're mounted, they're on the front axle, right? They're perpendicular to what you usually see on modern, at least, trucks. And of course, nothing uses leaf springs in the front anymore. So yeah, as you can see, very unique. I don't know if I ever noticed that on other Bulldogs. Is this like an eagle? Or something? It looks like an eagle to me. It looks fun riding on one of these. You can see how just kind of jittery it is and bouncy, right? It'd be a unique experience for sure. And there's something about old tractors that's just fun, right? Look at the spring, the coil spring on that seat. Definitely need one on something that bouncy. Moving on, look at this. We have a pretty big trailer with two tractors on it, and it's not being pulled by a big dually or something. No, this is being pulled by an old tractor. Which, by the way, is a dually. Dual rear wheel on each side of the axle. That's pretty cool. Thing sounds like it's running like running barely any RPM until right there, of course. It's funny though, these things barely run, and they just have torque for days, man. It's pretty cool, right? It's what I love about old tractors. Not to mention the sound, the smoke. I mean, they're a mess, right? But it's the best. Thing's a beast, still putting in work. Thing's probably 70, 80 years old, still putting in work. Oh my God. Look at it shooting flames! What? That is freaking awesome! I love how this guy's looking like, what the hell is going on here? That thing would give one of them WRC rally cars a run for their money when it comes to when it comes to pops and backfires and flames coming out the pipes, right? I know them rally car launches, they get pretty explosive like that. Well, so does this tractor right here. Look how old is this machine? Of course, attached to a Bulldog. So, God, by the way, I am no farmer, right? Don't let me fool you. I'm not fooling anyone. But yeah, like, is this some sort of, especially with machines this old, some sort of like hay bale maker or something? That's what I'm assuming this is. Wow, fascinating. And this is weird too. I mean, to me, it looks like there's a hell of a lot of like slack in this belt here, but it's working, right? And by the way, I'm just some random guy that I don't know how this stuff works. I really do find it ultra fascinating looking at old machines in motion now. It's so cool to see something that is potentially 80, 90, 100 years old and seeing it running, right? Seeing it in general, but then, of course, seeing it actually running and doing what it's intended for, thinking of how old it could be, right? It's very, very cool to me. And that's why I love going to shows like this. So yeah, it's got to be obviously something to do with the hay bales, right? I don't know if it's grounding up the hay, like it kind of looks like over here, or if it's making hay bales. I'm not really sure, but you know, of course, if you want to correct me in the comments, you know, please feel free. I always appreciate education from you guys. I mean, you guys are awesome. And look at this, we have a big Lanz Bulldog. One of the ones that kind of looks like more, I call it like more street appearance, like it's more fancy looking. It's got more of the full body work and the you know, the fender skirts and everything here. Looks a little more classy. And of course, this thing's pulling a camper. Now that's one hell of a tow rig. That's awesome, right? And these things, I mean, they do have plates. These things are fully street legal, correct? I don't think you would want to take one of these on the Autobahn, but putting around town, right? I don't see a problem there. So I'm assuming these are fully street legal, at least on, you know, regular roads. And you can do some fun things with them, right? Tow anything you want. And obviously have the open air. And be turning heads with a very unique ride on the road these days. Yeah, this is a cool show. We've seen videos of these before, but never this many in one spot. And I do think there's other tractors here, but I'm pretty much only seeing the Bulldogs, although this one looks like it might be a different brand. But a lot of Bulldogs, though, for sure. And it looks like a lot of different types, different ages, right? Some of these might be newer, 70s maybe, 60s. Some of them might be like 40s. They seem to be a little bit all over the place, which is what you would expect at a show. It's pretty cool. But they're all smoking like a chimney, though. Real quick, what are these over here? Those look kind of cool. I thought maybe at first glance they were like a Volkswagen, like a Volkswagen bus, right? Is what we call them in the U.S. They might have been called something else, like a combi or something. I think I've heard. I don't know, but you know those VW like bus like things, or vans maybe. Those are what I thought they were, but now at second glance they don't look like VWs, right? They don't have a grill like that. The VWs don't. This looks like something else entirely. Well, what the hell is this? That thing is so small. What is that? And what is this? Look at this thing. Dude, why are these old machines just so fun, dude? Right? Oh my God. Look at these old kickstart bikes. It's gotta be hard to start. There we go. Ooh, single cylinder too. Sounds pretty cool. Oh, it's got a sidecar on it. Wow. I think sounds good. And here we have another tractor. It's kind of a cool color, like a light green. This one says Bouts, maybe? That's actually kind of cool. I don't know anything about it. We have another bike and sidecar. Pretty cool. I can't tell what brand. And then we have an awesome truck. You guys know I love the big trucks. I don't know what that is. This thing is clean though. Look at it. It's in phenomenal shape. And it looks like a beast as well. What a cool truck, man. Wow. Oh my God, look at that. We have an old Ford. Why not? Those are always fun to see. That is cool, dude. I would love to drive something that old just once. I know it would be really weird. It might even be hard, right? If you're used to just newer things. Because I think, right, I didn't get to grow up with these, but I think driving old like 60s cars, even like American cars, right, from the 60s, is way different, right? Way different from like 90s and up cars. Modern cars are just very easy, right? They're kind of, you know, for lack of a better term, they're kind of boring, right? Because it's so easy. There's nothing you really have to worry about. They're very kind of not mechanical compared to older things. 60s cars are way more mechanical, right? Carbureted, and everything's different, right? You don't get all these luxurious options. In my opinion, I think they're just so satisfying to drive. There's something so fun about them. Well, then we go back this far, right? We're talking about 100 years ago or older. I can't even imagine what these are like, right? It's got to be pretty cool. Very different, of course, and probably not for most people, but definitely a unique experience, I'm sure. Look at that beast of a truck. My God, that's beautiful. So is that blue one. I like both of those. That green one is a monster truck for sure. But even this blue one's really neat as well. What's that say? LGA? Is that what it said? Damn, what an awesome truck. That thing is huge and it sounds amazing. Wow. Look at these trucks. This is an unexpected surprise. Damn, these are awesome, dude. Obviously, these are all European, I imagine. But are these actually German trucks? Maybe there's some other trucks here, I'm not sure. They're very cool, though. If anyone has info on these, please share. These are awesome. What a surprise. Dang, I'd love to take that for a spin. All right, we have another big tractor here. I don't believe this one is a Lanz Bulldog. This looks definitely bigger. Perhaps more, maybe newer, right? Maybe, I don't think brand new. I think maybe still 70s or 80s. I don't know, I could be wrong. Definitely looks like a big agricultural machine though. Those are kind of cool as well. Yeah, that thing looks like a workhorse, dude. But that thing is awesome, man. Oh, he's going to hook onto this trailer. I don't know if those guys in the white shirts were a little scared. Yeah. He had to do one of those like turbo walks. He's looking like, excuse me? Yikes. If he gets his first try, I'm going to be hella impressed. We don't know. They cut the camera. Dang it. Look at this old Mercedes, though. Is this an old Unimog? If you don't already know, I am a major, major fan of the Unimog. One of the coolest trucks on earth that, well, do you call it a truck? Do you call it a tractor? That's kind of to be debated. But that's why it's so cool. It's just kind of an everything vehicle. Can do pretty much anything you want with it. And it's cool. And we missed out big time here in the U.S. because Unimogs aren't a thing here. And that's a shame. This looks like an ancient Lanz Bulldog. Pulling a pretty big, I don't know what that is, like a miniature house or something? What are these? Like, they look like little sheds or houses? Or maybe some sort of like little cafe or something. Like, I don't know what they would use these for. Like not like a cafe or food truck, probably not. Perhaps it's some sort of miniature mobile home or a shed, I guess. Or maybe I'm completely wrong and you're like, what the hell is Ian talking about? That could be a possibility as well. This is a cool truck. I feel like we've seen this before. That logo is very interesting. But yeah, it's a cool truck, that kind of rounded nose. It's cool looking. It looks like an old toy truck that you would want to have like a little die-cast of. It's just like a cool truck. I would have loved playing with something like this as a kid, right? All right, moving way on, we have a super miniature Unimog. I didn't even know this was a thing. I don't know if this is considered like a kid's toy or maybe like an actual just, you know, personal, like property, yard-sized utility vehicle. I'm not sure what this is categorized as, but I like it and I want one. So if you know about this little Mercedes, you got to tell me because I want to buy one of these. I guarantee they don't sell them here. I wish. I would buy that right now for the yard. That'd be cool. What is this thing? It's like a little car, but it's like a tractor too. I can't tell. How cool is that? Right? This is a cool show, man. A bunch of wild vehicles here. What is this thing? Is this one of those, I'm afraid to guess, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't think it's like a Volkswagen or something. I think maybe this is like a Trabant? I can't read it. I know there's like a small car that people have been suggesting for a while, and it's still on my list to learn about. That sort of reminds me of what I thought I saw a Trabant was, but I'm not sure. Even the kids getting in on the action. Gotta love it, man. This looks like a fun time. Last couple clips here. Love these tractors with the bench seats. How cool is that? We have a beautiful green Lanz. And what reminds me, of course, is like a John Deere color scheme, of course, with that green and the yellow. It's kind of cool to see. Although, Lanz might have had that before. I'm not really sure. Ooh, this is a cool looking tractor. A Pampa? That's cool. What's that say? Industrial or Industar? Argentina. Wow. Anyone know about this? This is a clean machine. Love the orange and blue and white. That's really cool looking. This one sounds good as well. We're going to cut it there, man. This was an awesome show, and I'm definitely going to be finishing, I'm going to watch this whole thing. This is an hour-long video, and I think we've only seen 10 minutes or so. I'm definitely going to watch this whole thing in my spare time. This was really, really cool. So it'll be linked down below. Make sure you check it out as well and check out their channel. Dude, I love this, dude. This looks like a fun event. Really big event, too. Really big family event. Everyone looks like they're having a great time. I would say an incredible variety, right? Incredible variety of trucks, you know, miniature vehicles, tractors, and everything in between. I mean, you name it, right? It just looked like a very, very fun time. This is obviously somewhere in Germany. I'm not exactly sure, so if you want to expand upon that and tell me if you've been to this or something like this, I would love to hear about it. That is the Schleppertreffen 2023. I hope I'm saying that sort of right. You got to bear with me. I really appreciate your suggestions. This was super cool, and I would love to see more stuff like this in the future. I certainly hope you enjoyed this one. I appreciate you watching, and it's going to be it for this one, so I hope to see you in the next one as well. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.